standards, I dare you to. What's competition? Come show me proof. This God flow, this Jesus Christ, that say a prayer before I sleep at night. I'm still sinning, don't be offended. My dick intended for a Spanish wife. This chest home and I checkers, niggas ain't playing with you, no action figures. What I'm supposed to do.
Hey guys, this is your boy Dino aka DRP here. Welcome back to another video to my channel and another video on me reacting to a video. Yes, it's not Ruby, unfortunately. Yes, I decided to give Ruby a day off because I did go at it for a few days constantly. I mean, it's not a lot of minutes within the episodes, but I thought I'd get a death battle reaction done. Here's a weird thing, because if you saw my last death battle reaction being Krona versus Venom, it said the next death battle will be Team Blue versus Team Red, apparently, which a lot of people was excited for. However, I can't seem to find that death battle video for some reason. Like, it's not even on the video page. Like, let me show you, actually, if you think about it. I can't find it. So there's Venom versus Krona. There's no videos regarding Team Red versus Team Blue, because that's what was hinted for the next death battle. Unless that death battle came out, that video, and they had to put it back into unlisted or privated the video because maybe it was hit by something. I doubt that's the case. But yeah, it's or either they took it down completely. However, there's another death battle here. So I take it this was the death battle after Team Blue versus Team Red. So unfortunately I can't react to that, but if that video is not there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to react to the latest one that came out 5 days ago. Saberwulf versus Jon Talbain from Killer Instinct versus Darkstalkers death battle. Both, I take it, are werewolves. I mean, it makes sense. It's werewolves. So I guess that's the only way I can do this. Do the death battle video. I can't check out Team Blue versus Team Red now. I don't know what happened to it. You guys would have to tell me how that went. If the death battle did come out and then they took it down eventually. So my bad for joining it late. But anyways, as for these two characters, I hardly know any of them. So it's going to be once again one of those videos where I have to look into their research and see which one's better, and just make a somewhat, I guess a conclusion out of this research, and then probably get it wrong once again. But anyways, if you guys want to go ahead, grab something to eat or drink, that's totally fine. You can go ahead and pause the video. If not, that's fine, because I'm going to go ahead and jump into this reaction. Everything seems fine. I'm just so paranoid. That's why sometimes. But let's get to it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Before we get to today's death battle, we just want to thank HBO Max for sponsoring this episode. Give him the D.
Okay.
Sir Thomas Browne once said, "Every man is his own greatest enemy, and as it were, his own executioner." For many, every day is a struggle to restrain the beast within.
Or else you might turn into a big old honking werewolf.
Such as Saberwulf, the savage wolf man of Killer Instinct.
And Jon Talbain, the kung fu canine Darkstalker. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Okay.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay. Don't know why.
Deep in the heart of Germany's Black Forest lies the ruins of Saberwulf Castle, home to a monster of unspeakable ferocity.
I mean, duh, it's called Saberwulf Castle. What else do you expect?
But that monster used to be a man, Baron Conrad von Saberwulf. Once an aristocrat of wealth and status, his life would drastically change the day he discovered a secret laboratory deep within the castle's bowels.
He stumbled onto a treasure trove of monster-hunting weapons and relics straight out of his family's secret history.
Including a mysterious large claw, which he accidentally cut himself on. Upon the light of the next full moon, the Baron transformed into...
a vampire!
No, a werewolf. This is the werewolf episode.
Come on, Wiz. Spooky castle in the middle of nowhere, a weird cursed artifact. He's got Vaughn in his name. This is totally a vampire backstory.
No, that's for next year. On that night, Baron Saberwulf became a bloodthirsty beast.
Is this... Okay, I take it this death battle was, I guess, Halloween special. Makes sense if that's the case, considering it was 5 days ago, and what, 5 days ago was almost like Halloween time, right?
You know, the name really screwed him from the start there.
I just noticed. Sorry.
Well, originating as early as classical antiquity, the fable of men turning into wolves under a full moon is a staple of European folklore. Real-life victims of so-called lycanthropy most likely suffered from porphyria, hypertrichosis, or rabies.
Sabi rampaged all over the country, killing everyone he found. Because as a big hairy demon dog, being a werewolf means your strength, speed, and tough hide are off the charts. Oh, and it makes you great at basketball.
With his razor-sharp claws, Saberwulf can easily tear through solid steel. Also, any one of his cuts can potentially pass his curse to new victims.
But he's pretty happy using those claws to brutally rush down any foe.
With a howl to the sky, Saberwulf can amp himself up, or tap into his killer instinct to enter a feral rage. In this state, any sense of shame or repression is eliminated as he truly becomes a mindless monster. It also increases his chip damage and allows him...
So it's kind of like, even though he turns into a werewolf, he will have some sort of, I guess, consciousness, but when he goes into feral rage, that little consciousness is gone, basically.
To cancel auto doubles into other auto...
Yeah, it makes him even more stronger and faster. We get it.
And to top it off, he can summon bats that are on fire. Gotta be honest, not sure where this one comes from.
He's a vampire in a fursuit. Called it.
After a night of painting the town red with blood, Saberwulf awoke to the nightmare that would be the rest of his life.
Yeah, he wasn't exactly a fan of the whole werewolf thing, so he did anything he could to stop being a full moon furry. But science and magic couldn't cut it.
He descended into madness, but eventually found a possible savior. Your friendly neighborhood soul-crushing megacorporation, Ultratech.
AKA Evil Walmart. Or just Walmart.
Ultratech promised Saberwulf a cure for his lycanthropy. But in reality, their experiments only gave him cybernetic implants in his arms.
Cool!
And extended his werewolf form to last indefinitely.
No!
Also cool?
But Saberwulf was none the wiser. In return for a cure that would never come, he agreed to fight on Ultratech's behalf in their Killer Instinct tournament.
What a goober!
Okay.
This moron ran around a creepy castle, bumped into something sharp like a dumbass, and now he might not even be potty trained? Then he got duped by the most obviously evil company ever to ruin his life even more.
Yeah.
This guy is either the unluckiest schmuck on the planet, or just high off his ass on opium.
Crazy.
Actually, he was dangerously addicted to opiates for a time, which only drove him further into madness.
Wow, this guy's life sucks.
Regardless, Saberwulf was a fierce competitor. Within the Killer Instinct tournament, he battled and defeated a Nez Perce warrior Thunder, the metallic super soldier Fulgor, and an actual dinosaur. He is certainly among a high tier of the competition.
17 win streaks on the fucking tournament. What the heck?
Like Tusk, who can summon friggin' meteors out of the sky.
Based on how large this projectile is, its impact should be equivalent to over a kiloton of TNT.
Jesus.
Sure, Sabi can't magically call down space rocks, but he can survive a hit like that and dish it back.
That's
in the
crazy.
tournament, he won 17 fights in a row.
That's
Until
nasty.
he met the warrior monk, Jago.
Oh.
Protagonist, right? And he got his hairy cheeks clapped by an alien McFlurry named Glacius.
But even after the tournament, Saberwulf proved strong enough to tear out his own cybernetic implants. While conducting experiments on him, Ultratech's android CEO Arya had noted that the older a werewolf gets, the more vicious and skilled it becomes.
What?
While the loss in strength and agility is negligible.
And he proved it in his rematch with Glacius. Who's the clapper of cheeks now, you projectile spamming
Interesting.
snow cone?
Most impressive,
Teabagging.
considering Glacius once got the drop on Arya, whom, according to an official novella, can react within a nanosecond.
Wow.
Holy crap! He's not just your average werewolf, he's a super werewolf! A fighting tournament ass kicker!
Though he will sadly always be on the hunt for a cure that doesn't exist, Saberwulf is one of the most dangerous monsters and men to ever live.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Jesus. Considering how long the guy, I don't know how long he's lived for, but if he's won 17 fights in a row in that tournament, that's a heck of a lot of experience and fights that he's gone through. Yes, he lost to Glacier, but the second time he went up against him, I think he must have beaten him. Judging by apparently the older the werewolf gets, the more vicious and skilled it becomes. Bruh, okay.
Welcome to the demon realm of Makai, a dimension inhabited by powerful beings known as Darkstalkers.
Okay.
Basically, your classic Hollywood movie monsters mixed with anime powers.
Makai is ruled by several noble clans, including the Kroots, a family of beasts,
Like werewolves?
including one prominent member, Baraba the Wolf Lord, who had a son named Galen.
which means hungry wolf. Really thinking outside the box with that one, huh?
Perhaps he'd prefer his English name, Jon Talbain.
Yeah, but his dad is named a freaking Wolf Lord. That's so awesome it almost makes me forget he's a total deadbeat, just like my dad.
Wow.
Did I say that out loud?
Things got worse. One of the Wolf Lord's enemies, the demon Jeddah, sent an assassin to kill Jon's mother.
Dick move. Moms are off limits. Now a werewolf and an orphan, Jon grew up pretty pissed off at just about everything. Especially the humans that hunted him when he transformed.
Of course.
In the light of a full moon, Jon can't help but embrace his crew's heritage. And under a red blood moon, he risks losing all sense of self and becoming a ravenous beast. Jon's story was about the same as any werewolves, until he happened upon a man who was also half monster, and who defeated Jon in combat.
Wow.
With martial arts. Hell yeah! I keep telling people, the only way to solve violence is with a good pair of nunchucks.
Jon's new friend did not offer violence, but control. Seeing little other option, Jon accepted a life with his new senses.
He does come across that that sort of master that would want to teach someone to not let your emotions get to you. He looks like there's some type of person who's very calm but insanely strong for that reason.
Well, we don't know for sure what fighting style he was trained in. Based on the time period, location, and his stance, we can guess that he was learning Shotokan karate.
Inspired by Bushido and Zen Buddhism, Shotokan karate's focus is on controlled calm, a strong defense, and a rejection of unnecessary violence. Basically the exact opposite of being a werewolf.
Yeah.
Well, sign me up for his doggy dojo. Because I have no idea how all that Zen stuff translates to moves like his climb chaser and wild circular. Rejection of unnecessary violence. My ass. This dude's just showing off.
By embracing his werewolf speed, Jon can bash foes with his nunchaku and move so fast he appears to be in two places at once.
And by tapping into his inner energy, you know, ki, Jon can perform the beast cannon and rocket around the room like a doggy meteor of pain. But that's nothing compared to the almighty dragon cannon. Oh yeah! So much for being Zen, right? That dragon can incinerate a whole wall.
Jon's training seemed to do the trick, until his master was killed by a group of bandits.
Where was your flaming dragon there, man?
Wait. So your master was so strong he was able to defeat Jon Talbain in combat, but he died to a bunch of bandits. What? Like, how does that make sense?
Raged yet again by the cruelty of mankind, but tempered by his master's compassion, Jon became conflicted over his role in a morally gray world, unwilling to fight, but always ready.
And by combining his martial arts skills with his natural werewolf powers, he became a wolf man to be reckoned with.
His razor-sharp claws can slice through steel, and even punch holes in powerful Darkstalkers like Lilith.
He's also got those great doggo senses, like super hearing and smell.
To demonstrate, I've modulated dummy senses up to the same degree as those of a wolf.
I see you find my frequent humiliation amusing.
Oh, I do. Boop.
In open climates, wolf ears can hear sounds up to 10 miles away.
Boomstick, somebody's outside stealing your dune buggy.
No, wait, really?
And their sense of smell is over 100 times greater than that of a human's.
Oh, good. The thief got away.
What did you smell that told you that?
Salt. Lots and lots of salt.
Dang.
With nothing but grit and a thick layer of what I'm sure is unreasonably soft fur that you just want to scritch behind the ears, Jon has survived an onslaught of missiles from the monster hunter BB Hood. Wait. Who gave Little Red Riding Hood military-grade ordnance? I want to shake their hand.
We've seen Jon dodge bullets up close, but he's bragged about being as fast as light speed.
Sure, Jon.
And he can take down these 5,500-pound alien robots called Heat Souls, which can fly through outer space. Also, it's worth mentioning that Darkstalker society is broken up into different classes based on the strength and power of the individual.
Jon is a B+ class Darkstalker, which is way above average, so it makes sense to compare him to other B+ classers to gauge his limits.
Like Anakaris, who sank all of ancient Egypt underground.
Or QB, who could lift a massive beehive high above this castle.
Based on its size relative to the castle, this hive would have to weigh over 30 million tons.
That's like lifting over 300 aircraft carriers.
Wow.
And Jon's way more jacked than she is. And imagine getting stung by one of those bees.
Even with his amazing power, after decades of torment, Jon had resigned himself to a life of misery and solitude.
Until he met the cutest cat girl around.
Uh-huh.
Now, we all know cats are usually super evil and Satan's presence on Earth, but Felicia taught him that humans actually aren't so bad. Wait. So years of martial arts discipline couldn't temper his bad side,
But
getting laid did? You know what? I believe it.
As far as we know, they're just friends.
Yeah, and I'm sure the internet could give you 34 good reasons why that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Liz.
Well, despite what DeviantArt thinks, Felicia would help Jon conquer his dark side.
Literally. Like, he literally fought his dark side and killed it.
Wow.
I always thought that was supposed to be, like, metaphor stuff, but I guess that isn't the weirdest thing we've talked about.
And with that victory, Jon finally claimed dominance over his monstrous identity and committed himself to a life of compassion.
But Jon will always be a Darkstalker. If he relapses, he'll be as deadly as ever.
There will always be a monster inside of him, just waiting to be let loose.
Interesting.
Existence with humans is impossible. That is why we are called Darkstalkers.
Okay. Very interesting battle. So, this is basically a guy who has no cure to change himself from a werewolf, and basically fights purely on werewolf instincts, I guess, using the power of the werewolf against a guy who's a werewolf but uses martial arts and has control over his emotions. Because if he between the two, Jon Talbain has more control over his emotions for sure. Saberwulf has some sort of conscience, but he loses that conscience when he goes into feral rage or something like that. And I mean, Jon does the same thing when it's a red moon. It's hard to tell. Here's the thing. But then again, he's received training from his master, who is half monster, and was able to defeat him in combat as well. And he's got good martial arts experience. So is Saberwulf, though. Saberwulf has held a 17 win streak in a tournament. That's nothing to scoff at as well. They're both pretty insane. I'm gonna go with Jon Talbain. But Saberwulf's when he goes into that feral rage, he does get more jacked up, and the older the werewolf, the more skilled and dangerous the werewolf becomes, right? So I don't know, it could go either way, honestly. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. I'm gonna go with Jon Talbain, but I have a very bad feeling Saberwulf might take this. Who do I think is gonna win? Saberwulf. Who do I want to win? Talbain. So I'm going for Jon Talbain in this one, but I have a very bad feeling that Saberwulf might take this. But we'll just have to see. Let's get to it.
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But speaking of howling in the middle of the missions, long come, promo code battle.
Let's go. Let's see what this has got. This is going to be an insane battle, if anything. Oh god, that's a lot of carnage. Jesus Christ. That's Saberwulf, for sure.
I have no forgiveness left, monster.
With Saberwulf, he has like no remorse. That guy's just fucked in the head, isn't it? Yeah, blind rage for them. Jesus. Woo. Okay. Oh shoot. Look at fire. Just threw him into the fire. Okay. Come on, use your martial arts experience as well. Take over him with your training. Come on. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh god. Okay, this is a great battle so far between two werewolves. Okay. Hey, I like the music that goes with this. Did he just... Oh, he bit him. Oh.
See you tasted enticing.
He can summon bats, fire bats. I totally forgot. Damn, I totally forgot you can summon bats like that. Oh shit. Damn, alright. Woo! There you go, that martial arts experience of them nunchucks. Yes! Oh! Wow, he just used one of them. Wow, that's fucked. You see, he just doesn't give a shit, does he? Wow. This is a great battle. I don't know though. The Red Moon! Oh my god, he's gonna lose his consciousness! Oh no. Oh no. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, yeah, they're going fucking all up. Yo! Oh, he can go so fast that he's attacking two places at once, right?
Not like him. Not like this.
Oh! Oh! What happened?
I know.
Got him.
But tonight, I'll make an exception.
Yes! Let's go, Talbain. That red... Yes! Fuck him over. It's over, fam. You're fucked. Get the head out of here, man. That Red Moon came in so clutch. Oh, while that Red Moon came in so clutch for him. It's because... So, if he noticed what happened, I thought Talbain was going to die because of the... the fact that Red Moon came in, so he's not going to think straight, right? But as he was about to get killed by getting strangled by his own intestines, the cloud actually covered the Red Moon, meaning he was able to come back to his senses, and that's why he used that blazing dragon move to separate both of them. And then the cloud got away, and then the Red Moon came back, which gave him that boost once again to rip this guy apart. Yo, that's probably one of the, you know, despite this being a 2D battle, this might be one of my favorite battles of all time in Death Battle. It's so clean.
Wiz, I think I need to see a therapist
Jeez.
to tell them how awesome that was.
Yeah.
Saberwulf was a ferocious foe, but Jon had a lot going for him in most regards.
Yeah.
For instance, Jon was trained in genuine martial arts and
There you
practiced
go.
them for decades,
Yeah.
while Saberwulf relied entirely on instinct.
What did I say before the battle? Didn't I say that he relies totally on wolf instincts? This guy has actual experience in martial arts, fam.
You mean killer instinct, eh?
No, don't
You're
please
no
don't.
fun.
Yeah.
But hey,
Please.
remember how Sabi defeated Glacius, who attacked Arya in less than a nanosecond?
Technically, that puts Saberwulf's reaction capability well within light speed, which Jon claimed he could match.
But that was just bragging, right?
Yeah.
Hardly. Those Weetzel units Jon fought were capable of flying across the galaxy, hundreds of millions of light years in only a short time. This is important because fellow Darkstalkers Morgan and Dimitri have intercepted Weetzels in mid-flight combat.
Wow.
Yeah, those
Okay.
two are A-classers, but B-plus Darkstalkers like Jon have kept up with the higher classes in speed plenty of times. Hell,
Right.
BB Hood can, and she's a C-class.
When it comes to the Darkstalker class system, speed is much less a factor than power and energy levels. To be frank,
Right.
even if Jon was half Morgan's speed, he'd still be faster than Saberwulf.
Okay.
So, if anything, he wasn't bragging enough.
He was way stronger, too. QB's also a B-plus Darkstalker, and she lifted that 30-million-ton beehive. Way more than anything Saberwulf can pull off.
Yeah.
And when it came to ranged options, I think a Flaming Inferno Key Dragon beats out a lone discount fire bat any day.
While
True.
his application is different, we can gauge the level of ki Jon has at his disposal by factoring Anakaris sinking all
He has
of
key on
Egypt.
top of it.
So the only logical thing to do was measure the total weight of ancient Egypt.
Ah.
No, really. We did that.
Most buildings in the period were made of clay
You guys
bricks
actually
and
went
about
through that.
4.3 meters tall. Adding the known volume of the pyramids and considering additional land, we determined Anakaris' key had to be strong enough to move a civilization weighing over 1.2 trillion tons.
Okay.
And that's not even counting all the people. Or cats. They had a shitload of cats. Now that sounds crazy for an old school horror monster like a mummy or a werewolf, but Darkstalkers aren't quite like the classics.
At this fight's core, though, Jon won because of the kind of werewolf he was.
Yeah.
Through years of struggle, Saberwulf never found any means to tame his savagery.
Exactly.
While Jon had successfully managed to regulate his wild side.
There you go.
Giving a level of precision, skill, and control the poor Baron couldn't even begin to understand.
Yeah.
Saberwulf was vicious and unrelenting, but Jon had the training, the power, and, yes, the flaming Inferno dragons to score a brutal victory.
Yeah.
Brutal doesn't even cut it. I mean, how much blood was that? You know, it had to be at least a gallon.
The winner is Jon Talbain.
Allow it, fam. Allow it. But, hey, I guessed it right, and I was right. But there's one of the few times.
Week to see previews of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes right around here. And you can always pick up some DD merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
What's next?
Attention, blue team! This is the red team! We are here to destroy you!
I got a tank! People with tanks are never outnumbered.
What? Wait, that is so weird. Didn't I see this in the end of Venom versus Krona? Or did they change it? I have no idea. I might be bugging now. Am I bugging myself? I probably have to watch the Venom versus Krona video, reaction video, to actually confirm that. But my mind's bugging so much right now. I don't know why. But either way, this was a great battle. This was a great death battle. Jon Talbain, the fact that he won, and I was one of the few times I was actually right about it. Hey, that's perfect. I did guess right, I guess, in a way. And this was one of my favorite battles for sure. So on that note, I'll end the video right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching my reaction to today's death battle. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure to smash the like button, comment, and share, all those good things, and see more content on me doing more death battle reactions like this in the future. However, if you guys are new to the channel, consider that subscribe button and join the DLP guild today, so you won't miss a single video from the channel, guys, whether it's gaming videos, whether it's reaction videos, or whether it's live streams. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dino signing out, and have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. So until then, peace.